See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love. But we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? DJ keep playing the music. She throwing it back, she too thick. The way she move it, she ruthless. She straight to the point like a toothpick. She asked me to take us a photo, only if I can take you to Ruth Chris. She laughed and said, that's funny though, we got a deal if you bring the music. We put our cups in the air like we don't care, like we in the 90s. Stars in the sky, I'm feeling so high. The lights on the screen are just blinding. I don't even care, caressing your hair, enjoying the night cause we vibing. Not worried about tomorrow at all, cause we gonna party to the sun. See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love. But we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Lucid days, I'm getting closer to unlock my consciousness. The poison's only building up my tolerance. We were never born to be the obvious, isn't it obvious? Time is slipping, dials spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one? To know where we am I the only one? To know where we am I the only one? Up and down on my feet, feel like I'm ascending. I've planned every step, I've seen everything, so it's no surprise I can't sleep. It's just the push that I need. I've gone past the point, I'm all in. I know that you're thinking that you're really gonna do it, but you never really do it like me. Time is slipping, dials spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one? To know where we am I the
hesitation creeping in, but you look so good and I know what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, but I'm just gonna let it ring. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, but I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it the liquor in my system? My desires not so real. Got me caught up in this rhythm. Draw me in and make me feel. Draw me in and make me feel. Draw me in and make me feel. But you look so good and I know what you're offering. Phone's lighting up, but I'm just gonna let it ring. Yeah, my phone's lighting up, but I'm just gonna let it ring. Is it in my system? My desire.
Holy. Oh my goodness. I always do the dude, the fucking the the clear into the actual cough, into the actual like fucking my throat up. All right. Let's get things nice and sorted, fellas. Yo, what do we name the baby? What the fuck? Probably Lord. Lord would kind of go hard as a first name. Thank you for the 9 months of Prime, Lord Doctor. Happy to have you, man. Need to play Peak again with you, but happy to have you, man. I'm just playing Peak, man. You okay? I'm good. I'm just like drowsy. Sorry. This is even earlier than normal. Like, we're live early as hell today. I just felt like it's hopefully I think it's a good sign. I wanted to wake up and go live as soon as possible, as opposed to like sit around. I could have made timestamps and thumbnails and gone live at 12. I could have, recorded a little video here and there. I was like, you know what? No, I want to go live. I want to stream. I want to hang. I want to grind PokeMMO. I want to drink this mediocre energy drink soda weird thing that I'll talk about in a quick sec. Like I got a crazy deal on. All right. Let's jump into it. Guys, as per normal, there is almost a 100% chance that my stream crashes at the end of the stream recap intro. So I appreciate any patience with that. I'm so sorry that happens, but thank you for, yo, what's up, Cooking and or Crooked? What's up, man? How you doing today, man? Good morning to you, man. Altaria, I'll take a morning. Good morning, Altaria. Good morning, Zane. Good morning, Alpha. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bonbon. Good morning. I will find you, of course. 6767. Am I right, guys? Ha ha ha. Very funny. I'm relatable and young. Zero. Good morning. G Money, I saw you pop in nice and early. What's up? Dude, that's so funny. Watching Queso play Repo. I haven't seen, I'm sure Casey would love that. Who'd I miss? Zerix, I said good morning to, but what's up? Why not, man? Good morning. Shiny Soul Silver, good morning. Rafataga, gotta say good morning to the king who lost a shiny Sunkern in the Safari Zone, man. I love Sunkern as well, dude. Anthony's Revenge, you're here like every morning, dude. Good morning. Honored to have you. I think that's everybody, man. Let me scroll back down. Any new faces? I think that's everybody, man. We got it all. A rare, we got it all. What's up, Toki? My stomach just hurting me. Good morning, Duck. Good morning. Must find some food to defeat it with. You do legally have to share what food you find. Okay, is that valid? Pat, they got an LOZOOT. Okay, that's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, right? With the new Kingdom of Hearts. Ooh. That's cool. Happy for those who are happy about it. What's up, Call Me Sensei? Good morning. Perfect time, I believe. Yep, perfect time for you coming in. Sorry it took me a while to get around to this, Call Me Sensei. You'll see what I mean here in a quick sec. You probably know what I mean. Just been busy like a fucking bumblebee, brother. I ate 4 sausages, 4 eggs, a piece of toast, and I have no force to myself some fruit, trying to put on more weight. Dude, more power to you. Good luck to you and more power to you, man. That shit's tough. That shit is tough, man. But that's awesome. That's a good start, man. That's good work. Good work, soldier. What's up, Kevin? Guten Morgen. Wait, is that? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Okay, let me. I'm gonna say good morning all day to everybody because I love you all. Let's just jump into it. Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Good morning. Welcome to another PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, discussion, conversation, topics, events, news, anything Pokemon related. We try to discuss it here every single day, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Let's go ahead and jump into things. I thought today I was ready to start the stream. Like, yo, guys, it's a pretty boring day today, pretty chill day in Pokemon. My plan is really just to grind on the Ironman account, but unfortunately, I mean, for better or for worse, some pretty exciting things came up. So we actually have some pretty cool stuff to cover today, some pretty abnormal stuff, developer communication, big unofficial events. The Pokemon community has been vastly discussing how do we want to do Safari Week upcoming, because the official Safari Week, if you don't know, Safari Week is a Pokemon activity, not just a Pokemon thing. It's a Pokemon event held by the community of Pokemon, where they just shiny hunt in the Safari Zone as much as possible within a week's period. It's for the love of the game. It's for the chaos. It's for the glory. It's just to kind of go against what the Safari Zone is, makes you afraid of, and get over your fear, I guess, in a lot of ways. I love Safari Week. But unfortunately, Safari Week is probably going to coincide with official Shiny War this year. So we've been deciding when do we want to host our own PokeMMO Safari Week. And there have been a few different teams doing things and there's a few different options. I'm going to cover two of those options today, but first things first, we have a catch event, an official catch event coming up on June 11th, Thursday. That is in 2 days, or 1 day from the recap. It's at 3 p.m. ET, 3 p.m. ET, Ruster of Tunnel Hoenn. You're just catching Whismers with a nature bonus of +3 for Rash and -3 for Careful. Should be a pretty easy, like, fall swipe Pokeball catch event. You might be able to fall swipe Sport Pokeball. I don't know if it's quick ballable. It could be if you want to. It's up to you. There is a shiny Whismer up for grabs. Beautiful shiny Pokemon, beautiful shiny sprite, follower sprites, Loudred and Exploud. Next up, we have two unofficial Tetch events, okay? Two big unofficial events hosted both by Call Me Sensei. They are trying to garner some love and support for Safari Week, which I love in Pokemon. I will be participating in as many of these as I possibly can. This is a good excuse for me to get off the Ironman account, take a break, get back on the main account, and run in the Safaris, because I love it. I think in Pokemon, Safari Week is it's even more special in my opinion, because the shiny rate's 1 in 30,000. When you have a shiny rate of 1 in 30,000, there's a chance the shiny can run away. It's next level fear. And I think the beautiful part of Safari Week is getting over that fear, getting over that, like, shiny hunting and Pokemon in general, not even just Pokemon, isn't about the actual catching of the shiny. It's about the journey and the memories you make, the screenshots you get, the stories, the live stream reactions, about the friends we made along the way type beat, but like unironically, right? But this Safari Week catch event is coming up on June 20th, Saturday. It is at 4 p.m. Terrible. 4 p.m. ET, that's my time zone, in Great Marsh, Sinnoh. There's two different ones for two different regions. This one is in the Great Marsh of Sinnoh. You have 2 hours, okay? It's a 2-hour catch event, and then 10 minutes to submit your entry as per usual. There is a shiny bonus, so any shinies will get. I love catch events with shiny bonuses, dude. You will get +10 if you get a shiny, and +20 for a secret shiny if you happen to catch one. Pokemon accepted as valid entries: Tangela's +25, Yanma's +25, Wiztash +18, Krogong +18, Carnivine +18, Tropius +18, Gyarados +18, +16s are Scorpy, Quagsire, +14 is Bibarel, +10 is Carvana, +8s are Psyduck and Marill, +5 is Barboach, +3s are Buidu, Starly, Bidoof, and Wooper, and then Magikarp is just a measly little +1, understandably. I love there's so many submittal Pokemon, and I assume it's all by their catch rates, right? And this is an unofficial event. So Iron Man, by my rule sets, you cannot do this. I'm sorry. I will be doing this on my main accounts, as well as it's good. The prizes can be unique as well. And it's different than like an official catch event, which is why it's fun. You get like you get like special, fresh new rules as opposed to the same catch event rules every single day. So here we have 1st through 6th place. It's not just 1st through 3rd. This is 1st through 6th place is the highest. You're going to order up highest. So let's go ahead and see. Pokemon Safari, they do have a Discord linked up. I don't know if you need it on the Discord or not. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But the Discord will give you extra information and updates. I'm in the Safari Week Discord. This event runs on an open donation system. The prize pool is dynamic. The reward will continuously increase as new donations come in, even while the event is running. So this event is being based on donations, the prize. And we have a lot of donations. Wow. Dude, shout out Team Pori and Optic. I mean, everybody, Lem and Riz. 10 million donations. I had not seen this yet. This is news to me. Dude, good flexes from the team. Fucking show that those money bags. Holy shit. Pori, Optic, Lem, and Risk all flexing. Big donations, man. That's amazing. Congratulations, man. That's sick. I'm glad they got that in. And then we got some individual players as well. Big Curry, Garrett, and Misto. Thank you guys for donating to a fun event like this. First place prize right now at the current time is about 10 million Pokeyen. Second place set. This is a sick prize pool already. What the fuck? 10 million Pokeyen first place. Second, this is going to be a really crazy prize pool. Second place is 7 million Pokeyen. Third place is 4 million-ish Pokeyen. Fifth and sixth are about 1.5 million. And then first team prize dinner rewards, first player prize. I'm not sure what this is honestly exactly, but this is a big event, man, coming up, and that's just for the Great Marsh in Sinnoh. And anybody can do this. That's the beautiful thing, is you only need Sinnoh done up until the Great Marsh to be able to participate in this event. Like, it's actually really, really, really easy to do this event for like so many new players and beginners and yada yada yada. Next up, we have another Safari one in Johto. So if you don't have Sinnoh done for whatever reason, you should try to get it done before this date. But if you don't have it done for whatever reason, I believe there's also a Johto one. To be fair, this forum post does also say Sinnoh. The title says Johto, but then this says Sinnoh. So I think it's meant to be. I think this is a separate event. It's just a typo. We'll get that fixed, of course. Or I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. So it seems like there will be, because yeah, these are new donations, I think, which is crazy, dude. I'll learn more about that personally and try to get back to you guys and update that in future stream recaps. But for now, those are the two big Safari catch events that I'm aware of, and there might be more coming up. Now, we did get some developer communication, which I have not heard many people talk about. It's pretty fresh, to be fair. And like, this is a great, I think Barrels commented on this and really summed up, you know, my thoughts on this. I recently did a stream recap showing Q's GitHub, where he jokingly said like a year or two ago, if you want to keep track on the game updates, check out my GitHub. And GitHub is just a way for developers to like share certain resources and log things. It's really mostly back-end stuff and like bug testing from my understanding, but I don't understand this stuff nearly enough. I'm just a layman when it comes to coding and game developing, and I have no idea what it's really like. And I try to qualify that and be open about that as much as I possibly can. But someone just kind of asked, you know, can you inform us what were those updates about? And Q just fucking said it, man. This gives me, I need to be better. I think something that I can improve on is just making forum posts. I make these videos and I talk, you know, in my space, but I need to be better about going to their space to ask them questions. They seem to answer them a fair bit, man. One of our initiatives this spring has been technology modernization, including porting from GLFW to SDL3. No idea what that means. This required writing a new backend for our upstream library, libgdx, but I did for several reasons. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what any of this means. I just don't, to be honest with you. He goes over some things, certain concepts such as pen pressure, touch controls. It seems like, and I think I even talked about this in my stream recap a little bit. It seems like they're working on, like controllers, some controller support, it seems like touch controls. He even mentioned jokingly, like, eventually I will add haptic support to the game so we can finally have the ultimate gameplay experience, rumbling gamepads during cutscenes. Like, I think this is a really good example. Often video game players just say, oh, add Kalos, add this, do this, you know, add blah blah blah, add all blah. There is so much, and if you work any job, I think you know this, there is so much back end stuff that just the day-to-day to keep things functioning on a large system like this is just so much, right? Not even just quality of life stuff. Quality of life stuff I think of as like the Leppa berry, you know, reprocking. This is quality of life, to be fair, but even to me this is more like just back-end work and UI stuff they mentioned, right? Fixing the blurriness. We can finally have clean scaled UI textures. Like, a lot of this is just, it takes a lot of time, you know? I think it's a good reminder that we're not game developers. If you are a game developer, more power to you. You have a lot more insight than me, right? But I'm not a game developer, and I just try to trust the devs wherever I can. Obviously, I disagree with updates when they have updates that I disagree with, and I've talked about that openly. But I want to live in a world with a little bit more empathy towards everybody, hopefully, and hopefully I can do better at that. And just remember, like, this is a good example of there's just so much stuff that they have to work on that we don't understand or know about, and that doesn't mean they shouldn't communicate it. And that is my next point, to be fair. And I think Barrels said this perfectly. This is actually very cool because even if a lot of people can't understand the technical language, this translates to the devs are actually sharing with the community what they're working on. This I could agree with. Even though I can't understand all of this, it's still refreshing and calming to hear that they're just working on stuff. As dumb as that is, as much as I wish that we as humans we could just like trust each other, it's a little bit hard to do that right now, you know. And it's just nice to know that the devs are working on the game and telling us what they're working on. And even if we can't understand it, I think it just sets a lot of players at ease. So I really appreciate Q taking the time to write. It takes a lot of time to write all this and share all these thoughts. I get that. But thank you, and I would love to see, like Beryl said, I would love to see more. I would love to see a dev blog. And even if the dev blog once a month is the driest, most boring thing of all time, even if it's just Q posting something like this once a month, and then one every 12 months we get like a, oh actually just kidding, some cool updates coming like that, that would make, I think it would make me and put a lot of players at ease, in my personal opinion. Okay, that's just my thoughts, but feel free to disagree respectfully and kindly, and you know, treat people like humans. The devs are just people like us, in the comments down below. All right, next up, we do have our item market check. Okay, I don't have a whole lot to say when it comes to items like this. It's really me just showing off the item and telling you guys about it because there's not a whole lot of information to add. The Fire Elf Bot hat is just a really old, unique item, and when you market check an item that is so rare like this, there's only 1 to 2 on the there's 5 actually at that point. Wow, there's usually only 1 to 2 of these on the GTL at a given time. When something sells this infrequently, its price data is very hard to have a hard line. It doesn't really, it means less, you know what I'm saying? If there's less consistency, if it doesn't sell at these prices, like yada yada yada, it's very, very hard to take these prices seriously. But I do think a lot of older, what's interesting, I do think a lot of older vanities have come down in price over the past 1 or 2 years. The Fire Elf Bot's kind of stayed the same. The Fire Elf Bot hat, which is kind of impressive. It was like 150 mil here. Well, also it was listed for that. Did it sell for that? We don't know. We don't have sales data. We have PokeMMO Hub listing data, and that's it. Here it was listed for like 75, 76 million Pokeyen, you know? Here it was 150, you know, 200-ish, 180, 110 was there. This item has fluctuated 67 mil, 55 mil back in January of 2024. That's kind of crazy. That's an interesting little bottom out that I hadn't seen prior to scrolling through this with you guys. 150 mil, 180. But now it's around 100 mil or so. This is an item that has fluctuated seemingly between 65 mil and like 180 mil, you know, if we're talking like realistic pricing, which is just crazy. It really, with something this rare and old, it comes down to whatever someone is willing to pay. And it's crazy that some of these older vanities have reached 100 mil, you know. But the Fire Elf Bot hat is a classic one. It only came out during Xmas 2016, if you aren't aware, and we don't know if Elf Bot stuff will ever, I mean, this specific one will never return. We don't even know if Elf Bot stuff will return, so it's just interesting to see. And it's cool to I think a lot of players don't know a lot of these vanities exist, which is why I like covering stuff like this. I don't have a whole lot to add to today's history one. It's more of like a, hey, this is a weird old vanity, it's kind of expensive, what's its true price, somewhere between 65 and 180 mil, whatever someone's willing to pay for it is really what it comes down to on weird old rare stuff like this. Okay, that is our little market recap for today. Nothing super interesting, but cool to like kind of show off, right? Let's now jump into our achievement showcase. We're right into that, right into the achievement showcase, fellas. Yesterday's achievement showcase was insane. Okay, it is hard to compare to that, but let's go ahead and yeah, I guess that's a good thing to talk about. Elf Bot vanities are often used to like scam other players or often used. They're easily manipulatable. That's a good point to mention. Elf bot stuff, because there's so few of them, they're easily manipulatable. So it's a good like PSA to be wary and be careful. If you are interested in buying or selling elf bot stuff, be careful. Make sure to double check the price history. Make sure to see what people are actually buying them for. If you're doing like a big trade, you know, yeah, definitely did not sell. If you're doing a big trade and someone's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw in my fire elf bot hat, it's worth 100 mil towards like this one bill trade, make sure you double check that. It may not actually be worth that, and you want to push that person on that and make sure everything's okay. So that's a great point to bring up, is just really nail down and make sure you communicate very properly with your buyer and seller what you value the hat at, because it really comes down to whatever someone is willing to pay. Really, that's a good thing to mention. It is definitely a scammable item, so it's a good PSA to be weary of it. Anyways, even though there is some demand, but it's a scarcely demanded item for sure, but also a very scarcely supplied item. Rikidu recently finally caught his first shiny ever, not just in PokeMMO, but in all of Pokemon. Okay, they managed to get themselves a shiny Poliwag, I believe at 12,000 or so encounters, so congratulations over to them. Next up, another 2 first shinies to cover today, or I think a few of 3 or so, multiple first shinies today, which is cool. This many first shinies, I always like to say, this many first shiny achievements usually means that there's a lot of new players, or at least new players who are getting into shiny hunting, which is always cool to see in the summertime. Another first shiny, a shiny Zigzagoon, 22,000 encounters. This comes from Chicken Rise. I don't know how to say that name exactly, so my apologies, man, but congratulations on your first shiny within PokeMMO. Next up, GG, let's say, after a 50,000 encounter dry shiny, this is not their first shiny, I think, but it's their first ever egg. After going 50k dry, they decided to egg shiny hunt a little bit. They were catching some Ponyards, single encountering, getting Dittos and Spindas to breed with the Ponyards, and they happened to actually just roll an egg shiny Ponyard, which is fucking at 50,000 encounters, which is awesome. Beautiful shiny, cool to have that from an egg. Like, now you can kind of always reference that from now on. It's a really cool shiny to get, man. Congratulations to you. Ponyard's also one of those growing on me over the years. I have not been a huge fan of Ponyard / Bisharp, but the more I see people get them, honestly, it's growing on me. I always say the longer you play Pokemon or PokeMMO in general, the more shinies you'll want to hunt, because Pokemon will end up growing on you over time, and you'll start loving shinies or appreciating shinies because someone else appreciates them, and seeing that appreciation through their eyes is kind of beautiful, you know. Next up, this is a cool dude. This is a cool one, man. Kleiner with 1,000 hours of progress. So happy to reach such a milestone. Also, a shiny is very due. He only has 1 shiny under his belt with a tentacle at 4,000 encounters. The event season wore me down a little bit, I'll be honest, but we keep on going. The second photo is the event season haul, and none of it was all of it was farmed, none of it was bought or opened. I think that's really interesting. And I'll show you guys a little bit more detail, actually. Let's zoom in on his 1,000 hours played. So first things first, you can see he's got 20 million Pokeyen, 91,000 encounters dry right now, and at 1,000 hours played. Whew. This is a good account. A good overview of his. I love seeing like overviews of entireties of journeys and accounts like this, man. It is a really cool thing to share. And look at his fucking haul from event season. 191 dust balls, all farmed, none bought, none opened. 196 greats, 360 pokeballs, 113 ultras. Those really stand out to me. That's insane. You can actually see when he was burning out. I mean, a little bit, to be fair. He does have 82 cherish balls. I was gonna say like he's low on red envelopes, but he probably just didn't play the abundant shrine. I didn't play the abundant shrine that much, so I get it. 225 Xmas presents, 105 goodie bags. This is a really fucking cool collection. 64 Santa presents as well. The hard mode, or the what is that from? Santa presents. What am I forgetting? Oh no, what is that from? It's been a second now. Obviously the pumpkin goodie bags. I don't think he has any of those. Those are from hard mode pumpkin. I don't see any of those. Why can't I remember? Anyways, we're waking up, boys. We're waking up. Speaking of, I got a little quick little food Patrouski take, okay, to interrupt the achievement showcase. But congrats to this guy on his 1,000 hours. Not sponsored, just a genuine review. I mean, really, because they're not that good. These are. Do you guys remember the Mountain Dew kickstarts? I'm pretty sure these are discontinued. I'm like pretty fucking sure. Oh god, not the blur. Okay. I'm pretty sure these are discontinued. And I understand why. I love Mountain Dew. This was Mountain Dew's attempt to like make an energy drink. I love Mountain Dew. I fucking love Mountain Dew, okay? It's not bad. The more I've sipped it, it's fine. It's like an acquired taste. It tastes like someone poured orange juice into Mountain Dew, which does not sound amazing. But you keep sipping, it's better and better and better. The real reason why I'm drinking these, Frugal Patrouski coming in once again. I was lucky enough. We went to a liquidation store, me and my wife, to have some fun and shop around a little bit or whatever. I was able to get 8 packs of these, 12 packs, for $1 a piece, or it's for $1 for the 12 pack. So these came out to about 8 cents a can. So that, if you see me drinking these over the next few months, keep in mind that's why I'm doing it. 8 cents a motherfucking can. For fucking deal Trousty strikes again, boys. I be fucking shopping. I be fucking deal hunting, brother. I usually get my energy drinks for about $1 a can. I've never seen 8 cents a can. You are joking. Anyways, back to the real stuff. Okay, dude, this deserves covering my face. It's an important achievement. Okay, 3 shiny unknowns in 6 days. Unknowns are a tough shunt. They're a single encounter shunt. The encounters at the location they're at are kind of slow. You don't get that many wild encounters, like running back and forth. It takes a lot of steps for one encounter, if I recall correctly. He got one at 1,400 encounters, one at 11,000 encounters, then another at under 4,000 encounters. Very lucky for sure. But to get 3 shiny unknowns like this, are they all different letters as well? Like that's, oh, dude. I would love just 1 shiny unknown. Like that's getting 3 in 6 days is nuts. Also, the Shroomish up there at 25,000 encounters, and to have the IGN shunting, that's what really also like stuck this out to me. To have the IGN shunting is so sick, man. Congrats to shunting, man. And then finally, our final quick little achievement showcase of the day. Hokage Zero got their first ever Shalfa. It's always funny to me when someone says like I got my first ever Shalfa, because it implies they'll get more, which I hope they do. That's insane, right? But oh my god, like most players will never get an egg shiny in their lifetime. Shalfa is just next level, man. It's just one of those things, like so few players, you know, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 20,000 players get a Shalfa, maybe even, you know, 1 in 30, fucking the 1 in 30,000, you know, meme. Something crazy. Congratulations to you on having a Shalfa. Granbull, kind of an underrated one as well. I respect the Master Ball, man. Congratulations to you, Joe Kage. Okay, that is our stream recap intro. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sure we'll have plenty of questions from chat, plenty more things to discuss and talk about